Okay, so this is the concept idea of my project. Actually, I am making this video for Eureka eSale IIT Bombay's competition. So actually there is a question that explain your prototype with a photo or video. Okay, and give its live link. So this video is created for this purpose. So this is my concept of my idea. Here what I am going to do is that I have created a system that will called as Smart Antivirus Recommendation System. Okay, so what will it do? Here, the user has to fill his details and the system will predict a better antivirus for it. And there are certain setups or things for it. For example, you can select your device, for example, laptop. Then we can click on next. Here, we can select processor details. For example, Intel is there. Then processor tier. For here, I have selected i3, generations, series. Then after that, we will select RAM. Let it be DDR5, 12 GB. Okay, so after that, storage, SSD, size usually it is 512 GBs, then Windows version, and then user profile. Are you a heavy gamer or developer, office employee, media enthusiast? Okay, device age, usually it is between 4 to 6 years for many people. So our preference, which type of antivirus do we want? Free, freemium, budget, premium. Okay, so here we can consider it as freemium or budget for budget users. Okay, internet activity is also monitored here. For example, I am always online and currently I have a previous antivirus. So get my recommendations. So now the system will give me recommendations. For example, Bitdefender Total Security. It gives a score that it matches with my what I will say as inputs. Okay, so real time is there, VPN 200 MB is there, pros and cons of the antivirus is there, website link is also mentioned here, pricing is mentioned here, how much RAM does it use is mentioned here, performance impact is mentioned here. See, these are the details of my device. Okay, then second recommendation is ESET Note 32 antivirus, then Kaspersky is there, then NPAV Net Protector is recommended here. Okay, then malware bytes is there, and this is a comparison table. Okay, so the main purpose of creating this video was that I have to showcase my concept idea for this competition, and this is it. Actually, the main idea behind this project is that many users went to a local shop or gets a recommendation from friend about which is the best antivirus for my device, and the recommendation maybe that are good or maybe that are real, that for example quickhill is a good antivirus, McAfee is a good antivirus, but is the antivirus good for your device? If you are having 4 GB of RAM or 2 GB of RAM or you are having a HDD, will it work better with your device? So every device, according to its hardware specifications, may require a better antivirus. So that's why this concept I have decided and selected for this competition. Okay, so these are the normally antiviruses which I have uh, indexed in our software. And one concept which I am using here is that of the rule engine. So there are certain concepts or criterias on the basis of which we give score to a antivirus. For example, is the antivirus compatible with the OS? How it performs with a low RAM or high RAM device? How it performs with a HDD or SSD? Primary use, is the antivirus is having any additional benefits for the gamers? Budgeting is the primary factor. No matter how good is the antivirus, but if the user is requesting a budget antivirus or a free antivirus, then the result changes. Okay, then connectivity, then device age, and processor performance. So these are the total 8 factors on the basis of which we are scoring every antivirus. And that's why we have created the concept of rule engine. Okay, so there are certain information which we have collected, that on what basis we are giving scores to the different antiviruses. And this is the example of scoring, that how is our actual score for matching is calculated. Okay, for example, a sample device is there: Windows 10, 4 GB R3 RAM, HDD 500 GB, i3 10 generation, 5 years old, free, budget, always online. Then, then for example, here is the calculation: OS, RAM, storage, primary, connectivity, devices, processor. Okay, so Windows Defender is the top recommendation for this device as it matches 96% of the criteria. Okay, but what will happen if we recommend McAfee to the user? It is not a good choice as it is matching only 52%. Okay, I hope so. This project, I am able to successfully explain my project here, and this is my idea. So, thank you, gentlemen.